Hey everybody, this is John Rice, aka the LEXpert. I'm doing a neighborhood video tour for you today. Got the top down in the Mustang. Beautiful day, mid-March, perfect weather. Today's going to be a little different. You know, normally I'll kind of hit neighborhoods that have a really broad appeal, location, school district, blah, blah, blah. Let me tell you where the LEXpert is. I am probably about 8 years away from being an empty nester. And I'm thinking, where do I want to live? Where is a cool place that I'd want to be? You know, let's just throw out all the criteria that I've used to pick houses for the last 15 years. And I'm going to do one of those neighborhoods today. I'm going to hit a few really cool areas on the north end of town. I'm in a neighborhood now that people call Deepwood. It's one of those, if you look on the PVA, it says it's East End, Strathmore, Marymount, and one other's name that I forgot off the top of my head. And the PVA says the subdivision is Sunnymead, although nobody calls it that. Some people call it Tanglewood, but most people just call it Deepwood. It's over here off of Bryan Station Road on the north end of town. It's got a good feel, good neighborhood vibe. Lots of cool older houses. Got this neat median that you could see. We're coming up on one of my favorite houses in town, and I think I'm going to do another video tour featuring just contemporary and modern homes. But that's it right there, and it's currently for sale. I'm so tempted to go check it out, but I'm afraid if I go in and I like it, then I'm going to have to talk my wife into moving. And, you know, I just told you a minute ago that I'm probably about 8 or 10 years away from being able to do something like that. But here it is. It's really cool. I'm on the corner of Grandin and Marymount. It's kind of neat that this neighborhood still has these old stone markers with the name in the side. Hopefully you can see that. Again, this road's divided. It's got the median, lots of big trees, and I bet in 3 or 4 weeks this neighborhood's going to look drastically different. Got a wide range of architectural styles out here. 50s, 60s ranches, looks like some colonial looking houses from maybe the 30s and 40s all the way to that modern one. I'm on a road now called Tanglewood. It's right off of Easton over by Bryan Station. There's several really just kind of neat streets off of Easton with the clusters of houses like this. This one's mainly, looks to be mainly got a 60s or 70s vibe. Probably at one point when this was out in the boonies, that was the original house that had all this land, and then they subdivided it. All the houses on the, I guess it's the north side of Easton, tend to, you know, have bigger lots. Check this one out here. And we don't want to miss this kind of A-frame inspired one as well. I'm back on Easton, and this is really a beautiful street. I mean, look at that house right over there. Then hopefully I can get over here and catch, oh, I think I missed that one. But just really neat houses. I'm about to take you into Deepwood proper. The place we just left was what I kind of consider Deepwood light. And once I get around this corner, you'll see why. All right, I'm pulling in to Deepwood. It's got this cool brick structure there with a slate roof. This road dead end, so I'm just going to drive up one side, show you these houses, turn around and show you the other side. They're all cool. This area kind of has a feel to me that reminded me of what Lakewood over off of Shinaway near Chevy Chase used to be like. That area, you know, everybody had these big old houses, although those were mainly from the 50s and 60s. But then because the land became so desirable over there, like they tear down a perfectly good house and build 2 McMansions, and it's kind of changed the vibe. But this is what Lakewood used to be like, and this just has a good, pure sense, good vibe to me out here. I love that stone one. You know, it still has that kind of grand feel. Nothing's really out of character. Doing the other side now. There's a neat looking one. That one's got a, I guess maybe a fiberglass or aluminum roof that's made to look like wood shakes. Pretty cool. That one's got the original slate roof on it. Looking awesome. There's not many houses out here, and they don't sell very often. I'd love to live out here. That one right there is incredible. That one's been added on too. And we got 2 more, and then I'm going to move on to another less expensive area that's got a lot of character, still on the north end of town. And here's some more of that brick wall. The last 2 streets I'm going to do are Kingston and Swigert. This area kind of has almost like a out in the country vibe. You know, we are right on the edge of town. We're right off of Paris Pike. If you've never been on that road, you ought to drive it. It's beautiful. Kind of like when you think about horse farms and roads in Kentucky and picturesque and all that, it's got it. There's a handful of houses on this street that I think are worth mentioning. One of them's going to be right up here. You can get big lots. These back up to Swigert, and here we go. Here's the good ones. The main one I wanted to show you is this green one here. Incredible house. That house used to be near downtown Lexington and was moved to that location and has been renovated. I'm on Swigert right now, and this road really has rural feel. We're right on the edge of town, the left side of Swigert, the north end, I guess it'd be left depending on which way you're going, backs up to some horse farms, and they tend to have larger lots and more land. A lot of people on this street have horses, so it's kind of the best of both worlds with that in town and out of town, you know, in the country vibe. Let me show you some on this side. This road kind of holds a special place in my heart because my aunt and uncle used to live on this road. Look at that stone fence there. I remember being a little kid coming up here from Ashland, and Lexington was the big city to us. And you know, we'd pop off the interstate, and right here we were. Beautiful setting. I remember my aunt jogging. She was really big into fitness, jogging up and down this street, and me being a chubby little kid trying to keep up with her. I've always liked, even when I was a little kid, this kind of Spanish mission looking one. Right there. And the house that they used to own is right there. It didn't look anything like that when they lived there. Somebody added on to it. It was just a little ranch. And then while they were in college, before they bought that one, they lived in this little, I think it was like a 1 or 2 bedroom house at the back of this big one on Paris Pike. Let me pull up a little more here. I remember coming to visit them in that one. And a little house, but the amazing thing was, you know, it backed to this big pasture. So it's kind of like you got this little house with $1 million views. And we're approaching Paris Pike. We've just basically made a U with Kingston and Paris Pike. Look at that one. Isn't that beautiful? Well, that about wraps up our tour today of cool areas that you buy because you love them, not because they're logical. Hope you've enjoyed it.